I will be reading my offering. Srila Prabhupada, on 15th August, we had a Sanskrit seminar conducted our base classroom by a Sanskrit scholar, Dr. Panda from Ahmedabad. He was glorifying you so much for the presence of ISKCON in the different countries that he had visited. He was also very happy to find the distribution and reading of Bhagavad Gita as it is in different local languages in different parts of the world. When he visited Kenya, he was surprised to find the locals in the temple, men wearing dhoti and kurta and women wearing saris. He also saw that the locals were making offerings to Krishna and distributing as Mahaprasad. He mentioned how you had influenced the lives of so many people in different parts of the world. It gave him so much pleasure to see how people were recognizing and appreciating your efforts, and reminded me of your prophetic statement, history will mark this period, how the Krishna consciousness movement changed the world. Yesterday's Grace Govind Prabhu quoted this verse in the class, Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha mai pashyati tasyaham na pranashyami sacha me na pranashyati. For one who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me, I am never lost, nor is he ever lost to me. And you manifest this consciousness so much in your personality, Srila Prabhupada. How very much we can appreciate this aspect when we see the vision you gave in executing the spreading of this Krishna consciousness movement. Unbounded enthusiasm and foresightedness. I just happened to come across some of your letters, and this is what you mentioned to Gargahuni Maharaj and Gurudas Prabhu. We have received one letter from Cox and Kings, who are very big tourist guides, and they have asked that they would like our society to help them in meeting the increasing demand of tourists to India, who come to India for spiritual and religious reasons. And treating this proposal as nice and important, you beseech your disciples to take the necessary help and create this program enthusiastically, since you are very much in favor of it. You gave such detailed guidelines, you wanted ISKCON centers to play an important role in this, and agreed with proposals from such agencies requesting that we provide accommodations for tourists so that the ISKCON guest house could be included in official tours of spiritual India. People were always coming to India, you noted, to tour the holy places. Unfortunately, most of the places were unauthorized or overrun by cheaters. ISKCON centers, therefore, would be very important, you said. Have a European preaching center and try to enlist all the tourists and hippies who come to Vrindavan, give them nice prasadam and engage them in chanting, cleaning the temple and reading our books. Give them all facility for becoming devotees. We have a department in our temple called as Sacred Journeys for last 9 years, which caters to various yoga groups from the different parts of the world. We take them to different parts of India on spiritual tours and also make them visit our Govardhaniko village at Galtare near Vada. We also visit ISKCON temples and attend kirtans and feed them Krishna Prasad. Mr. Robert Moses of Nama Yatra Group from New York has been bringing his group for last 9 years. He has been very happy visiting India and our centers in India. He was recently invited in New Hampshire, USA to give a talk on his visits to India and his experience with the Indian culture. His talk and some photographs of his visits to India were reported in the local newspaper. Then in another letter to Sri Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, which is regarding teaching other kinds of yoga, so that we may advertise an 8 or 9 day course for tourists, you said that will be very attractive. Other types of yoga are mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. We can adopt that. 3 or 4 men and I can teach how to do it. Then you will be able to attract them. I can teach how to sit down, posture, asana, pranayam without any difficulty. The yoga system as mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, we can take up. That will be Bhakti Yoga. From last year, with the guidance of my Gurudev, His Holiness Radhakunda Swami Maharaj, and with his help of Gaurang Prabhu and the Govardhaniko village team, we have started such yoga programs at the Govardhaniko village, like 3 days of Yoga Darshan, 8 days of Yoga Pravesh, and 28 days of Yoga Praveen. Srila Prabhupada, by the mercy of my Gurudev, His Holiness Radhakunda Swami Maharaj, you have engaged me in assisting in this vision of yours and hope that we may endeavor more in this direction for your pleasure. For now, more than ever, there are such powerful ways to outreach. But you could envision this then, because you could perceive Krishna in everything. So many methods you tried just to give people a chance to practice Krishna consciousness. Now also I meet so many of them from the Western world who are either touched by you or your followers in some way. They were not able to practice then or left midway, but having once tasted the efficacy of this process, were trying to find their way back. This all leads me to admire your personality all the more and gives me so much more hope and confidence to practice Krishna consciousness. But also, I admire your patience and tolerance all the more along with your enthusiasm, Srila Prabhupada. Having experienced firsthand the type of cultures the people from the Western world come from, makes me feel the burden of gratitude that I owe you, and which I know cannot be repaid, but reciprocate in whatever way you may engage me in your service. On this 50th anniversary of ISKCON, I thank you for forming this institution and giving us shelter. Thank you, Founder Acharya of ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada ki.